Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Dolphins going up against the Broncos.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down, Henderson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. William Hayes. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go. Ohio.
From the gun, Henderson. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down, Anderson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run. Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Tannehill. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. What? 90. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They start the drive with Anderson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Back to throw. Henderson got his man complete over the middle. It's Simon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
Handoff comes to Anderson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle.
They run it again with Anderson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
On third down, Henderson. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
And McManus able to put it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Tannehill on 3rd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Drake. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, Drake. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Shaquille Barrett coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On 1st and 10, Henderson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw on 2nd down. Henderson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Ziggy Ansah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They give it to Anderson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, it's Drake, and he'll get this one up to the 26. So we're at, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Shane Ray with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Flex round.
Looking to throw. Henderson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Henderson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. On first down, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will...
Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the Broncos coming out now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do...
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. William Hayes in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player... disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now a give running left with Anderson. Room here to run. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Henderson. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And I think the ball's out.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
That one goes for 24 yards. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Welcome back now to Denver. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
Let's go! White, nine! White, nine! Ohio! 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 Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, Henderson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Ndamukong Suh getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Looking to throw on second down. Henderson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back to throw. Henderson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him for his second sack of the night. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. To throw on second down. Henderson. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here come the Dolphins. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. 23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. On first down, it's Tannehill. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Dixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenneth Dixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
And he fires one incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Looking to throw on second down. Henderson. Throw right side going to be taken in by Henderson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Anderson. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Second down, 9 yards to go. Again, Anderson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Henderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Getting the call is Anderson running left. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Let's go.
To throw on third down, Henderson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simon. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. Henderson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing him.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Off play action, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 41 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because you're...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Marshall in there to bury him for a loss of 11. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And pressure gets to him again.